Let's talk about this for a minute. Where are all the LGBTQ transgender activists? Why are they not coming out and saying how bad this is? A transgender Utah woman shot both her parents dead, and she told the police she would do it again. Okay? This is not the first time a transgender person has committed this horrific crime. And every time it happens, you don't see anything, you don't hear anything from all the trans activists who say that we are the bad people because some of us disagree with it. They should be out protecting their own community, if you will, trying to tell us that it's really not a mental illness and people are not in danger being around transgender people. I don't think I'm in danger being around them, but we've seen this all too many times. Transgender people are committing this horrific crime. For what reason? My guess is it's a mental illness. Maybe the parents disagreed. Maybe the parents wouldn't affirm their chosen gender. Whatever it was, this cries out for the trans community to come out against this person and condemn this person for committing such a horrific crime. An armed and dangerous transgender woman accused of gunning down her parents in their Utah home spurred hours-long manhunt this week, telling the authorities she would do it again after she was captured. She goes by the name Mia Bailey, 28 years old, and was arrested Wednesday and charged with 11 felony counts related to the double homicide of parents Joseph, 70, and Gail, 69, and the attempted murder of her brother. Okay? The only good news about this is that this person, this dangerous person, has been taken off the street. Now, I'll say it again. Where are all the activists, all the pro-trans people, all the alphabet people, the LGBTQs and the +3s and the -6s? Where are they? Why are they not out condemning Mia Bailey for committing such a horrific act? Well, my guess is because a lot of them don't have a problem with it. They'll probably say, well, he or she was bullied. The parents bullied her or him. They disagreed with the way they chose to live their life. So Miss Bailey, if that's what he or she goes by, chose to commit the horrific crime of murder. Now, it's my hope that Miss Bailey gets prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law and is imprisoned for the rest of their life because that's what they deserve. The only time and the only way this is going to stop is if these people seek counseling at an early age. It has always been my belief, and it will always be my belief, that this is a mental illness. I know it's wrong to say a man can't be a woman or a woman can't be a man. I know I'm not supposed to say that, and I'm not knocking anything anyone chooses to do. But when you have this trans person shooting and killing their parents, that's a problem. And that tells me there is some kind of mental illness at large here. This is the person. This is Mia Bailey with the short hair. I'm assuming this is when the transition began from male to female. I don't know. And this is a picture of Mia Bailey with the long hair and all the makeup. And it's absolutely ridiculous that this is happening because people do not choose to go get counseling for one reason or another. I don't doubt, and I'm a big skeptic of this transgender thing, and I don't doubt that some people believe they're something else. Okay? It's been happening throughout our entire lives. We've seen it from time to time. But when you have politicians pushing and advocating for this, especially in young children, instead of pushing and advocating for mental health counseling, that leads to situations like this. That leads to horrific crimes like this. The Biden administration is so pro-transgender that they would never, ever come out and say, maybe some of these young people should go seek therapy. Maybe their minds can be changed. Maybe it's a phase they're going through. They'll never say that. They'll push for it in minors and young adults. They'll push to have transformation surgeries or whatever they call them in young children, and they will call it criminal if laws are passed to stop these types of surgeries in young children. It's absolute nonsense. 2 people have lost their lives because their mentally ill child chose to end them. And the truth will come out sooner or later. Why did this happen? Could it have been prevented? My honest opinion is it could have been prevented if the parents got this child help. Mental health counseling at a younger age to see what exactly was going on. Was it gender dysphoria? Was it bullying? Or was it just someone seeking attention? Because that's another big issue with this. It's an attention grab for people who I believe feel lonely and unloved, and they need to be part of something bigger. So they get involved in all this nonsense, and this is what happens. Politicians need to stop pushing this propaganda and get these people the help they need before this happens again. It has to stop, and it can only stop if the most powerful politicians in the world put a stop to it.